Have you ever wondered if a simple 1978 US quarter could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars? What if I told you that hidden among everyday pocket change are rare and valuable quarters that collectors are desperately searching for? Some of these coins have sold for staggering prices at auction, and today, you're going to find out exactly what makes them so valuable. By the end of this video, you'll know how to identify these rare treasures and potentially turn a 25-cent coin into a life-changing fortune. The 1978 Washington quarter is one of those coins that many people overlook. It was struck at 3 different locations: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint, which produced proof versions of the coin. While millions of these quarters were minted, only a select few possess errors, high grades, or unique varieties that make them extremely valuable. And that's where the real treasure hunt begins. One of the most sought-after errors on the 1978 quarter is the double die variety. A double die occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the inscriptions or design elements. Some of the most prominent double die errors on the 1978 quarter can be found on the words Liberty or In God We Trust. If you spot clear doubling in these areas, you may be holding a coin worth thousands of dollars. But that's just the beginning. Another major error to look out for is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank planchet isn't properly aligned during the striking process, causing part of the design to be missing. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin. In some cases, a dramatically off-center 1978 quarter can fetch thousands at auction, especially if the date and mint mark are still visible. Die cracks and cuts are also major indicators of value. A die crack happens when the die used to strike the coin develops a crack, leaving raised lines or ridges on the surface of the coin. Cuts, on the other hand, occur when a piece of the die breaks off completely, leaving a large blob of extra metal on the coin. These dramatic minting errors are highly sought after, and collectors will pay top dollar for well-defined die cracks or large cuts on a 1978 quarter. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting Washington quarters is the full drum designation. On the reverse of the quarter, you'll find an image of an eagle perched on a bundle of arrows with an olive branch below. The fine details of the drum feathers and the arrows are often weakly struck, but if you find a 1978 quarter with exceptionally sharp details in these areas, you may have a coin worth a significant premium. A full drum 1978 quarter in high mint state condition could be worth thousands, especially if it has been graded by a professional coin grading service. So how do you determine if you have a valuable 1978 quarter? First, you'll need a few essential tools: a magnifying glass or a digital microscope to spot fine details, a digital scale to check for any weight variations, and a coin grading guide to assess the overall condition of the coin. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins that receive grades of MS67 or higher from PCGS or NGC can skyrocket in price, making even minor errors worth thousands of dollars. Beyond minting errors, certain unique features can significantly impact the value of a 1978 quarter. Some coins may have been struck on a misaligned planchet, leading to unusual shapes or clipped edges. Others might display a rare mint mark anomaly, such as a repunched mint mark or a missing one altogether. These small details can make a huge difference in the eyes of collectors, often leading to record-breaking sales at auctions. Now let's talk about real market values. In recent years, collectors have paid eye-watering prices for rare 1978 quarters. Even standard quarters in near-perfect condition have sold for hundreds or thousands of dollars. However, the rare error varieties, like dramatic double dies, off-center strikes, and full drum examples, have fetched jaw-dropping amounts. If a collector were to find a combination of these features in a single 1978 quarter, it could very well become a six-figure or even million-dollar coin. Consider this: a 1978 quarter with a full strike, minimal wear, and a significant minting error could be a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Imagine the thrill of realizing that the spare change in your pocket holds a hidden fortune. Many collectors have reported finding valuable quarters in everyday circulation, meaning the next big find could be just a transaction away. Let's take a moment to discuss historical significance. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. Since then, the design has undergone several modifications, but the core elements remain the same. The 1978 quarter marks the end of an era, as it was one of the last years before the switch to the more modern minting processes of the 1980s. That alone makes it a desirable piece for collectors. And what about those quarters that have completely defied expectations? Some Washington quarters have been found with silver planchets, making them extremely rare. While the U.S. Mint officially stopped using silver in quarters after 1964, a few transitional errors have surfaced over the years. If a 1978 quarter were struck on a leftover silver planchet, it would be worth an astronomical amount at auction. Imagine the thrill of discovering one of these rare quarters in your own collection. Just one lucky find could change your life forever. So the next time you come across a 1978 quarter, don't just spend it, examine it closely. Look for those rare errors, check its condition, and you might just be holding a fortune in your hands. And if you think that's exciting, wait until you hear about the ultra-rare Washington quarters that have completely shocked the coin collecting world. In my next video, we'll dive into a quarter so rare and valuable that even seasoned collectors couldn't believe it existed. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you never miss a rare coin discovery. Who knows? Your next big payday could be hiding in plain sight. Wait until you hear about the ultra-rare Washington quarters that have completely shocked the coin collecting world. In my next video, we'll dive into a quarter so rare and valuable that even seasoned collectors couldn't believe it existed. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you never miss a rare coin discovery. Who knows? Your next big payday could be hiding in plain sight.